6 minutes. Let's give him a big, extreme welcome.
Thank you, Toastmaster, fellow members, honored guests. All right, so 2 weeks in a row I came in a suit, and I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression of me. This is actually how I normally look. As John pointed out earlier in one of our questions, the difference between an entrepreneur and a professional is the way that we dress, right? So, as an entrepreneur, it's one of the first things you should know about me. Serial entrepreneur, mostly because I couldn't keep a job for more than a year without telling my boss where to go. As soon as I hit that ceiling, I decided this place is enough. I've actually quit 2 jobs over the intercom. So I like a big show when I leave. So to give you an idea, these are little kind of tidbits of my background. Is I've started off as a young fighter. So in the world of fight, flight, or freeze, I am always been fight. Because of that, I then got into martial arts. I have a 2nd-degree black belt. I've broken this nose 5 times. I've broken many knuckles and many other things going on. So if I repeat myself, it's likely one of the 6 concussions I've had in my life as well. So if I repeat myself, it's likely one of the 6 concussions. Well, from many things, mostly impact of the floor or someone else's knuckles. As I progressed through and got through my fighting years, I went to UIC and enjoyed almost going into engineering. Luckily, I could not compete because I was too busy looking for her. Because I met her in communications when I switched my major. Getting a degree in communications also made me very excited about being here today and every other day that I come here, because we learn a lot about speech, and we learn a lot about interpersonal relationships and parts of speech, and more boring things than actually speaking. But ultimately, this takes this to the next level. So Toastmasters is right now one of the most exciting things going on for me, so I really appreciate being here. Now, as I progress through all of this, one of the reasons why I'm at Toastmasters is because I do professional training for technology as my new business. It's my 5th, as I said, I was a serial entrepreneur. Because I'm training people, I want to be a little bit more intentional about how I speak. So one of the things that gets a fighter through his life is a quick mouth. So I've always been able to talk very quickly. I've been always able to talk myself out of issues. I've always been able to talk myself into issues. And ultimately, I've been winging it most of my life. So now is an opportunity for me to take this kind of conditioned natural talent and really make it intentional. So my hopes are that I take this crazy kid in the past who was a fighter who would just use his mouth to get himself out of trouble. I would come here, learn how to talk, learn how to speak, learn how to present myself, things like utilize the stage, vocal intonation or variation, right? Just yell a little bit. And then hopefully take this into my training, where in my training, I'm hoping to do both in-person and video training even better. And I'd like to be able to keep engagement throughout. So from here, the only other things you really need to know about me is that I am super high energy, and I love to bring the energy everywhere I go. So if the loud, obnoxious guy in the room isn't me, I'm not doing my job. My wife will probably attest to that, right? This year, now that you know kind of where I was, this year I'm hoping to get through all 10 of my introduction, or all 10 of the types of speeches that we have in this book 3 times over. So I'm hoping to speak every time that we're here. And I hope that you guys actually give me the opportunity to beat up my speeches just like I would have fought in the past, and give me some real strong criticism and teach me how to be better at what I'm doing. And I really, really enjoy all of you. The energy's been great. Getting to know all of you has been great, and I'm hoping that I can contribute back to you the same way, through evaluation and through my presence and through my high energy. And if you ever need someone in your corner to fight for you, give me a shout. I'll be happy to be there. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
There you go.